Welcome back to Two Brothers Sports Podcast. It is Thursday, August 7th. We are coming to you guys a little bit later in the week. Got a bunch of stuff going on that we got to take care of. But, as we always do, we're back again this week talking a little bit of the St. Jude's Championship in TPC Southwind in Memphis. That is the first of the FedEx Cup playoffs for golf. We're going to continue our football preview. We're going to go with the Big 10 and the NFC West. Max is going to give you a little UFC, maybe a little special shout out to someone we know with a big fight this weekend. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Max and I here as always. What's up, dude? How you doing?
Great, man. Solid weekend, Got to just bum around town and hit some bars, play some pool. Low key weekend, so good there. Kind of kept it low key on the betting because I know we're getting close to prime time action. I want to reserve all I can. But yeah, I'm happy to be here, Always talk about some futures. I love some futures. I do decently. We both do. We both do
Yeah.
pretty well with futures. So, I mean, I think we got a good eye and ready to dive into some of these other divisions and conferences
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and
Well,
golf, of course.
always golf. As we start like kind of winding down, big weekend last weekend in the why am I my brain is slipping on what golf? The Wyndham Championship, thank you. Sorry. In North Carolina, not too much drama in terms of who missed the cut, all that stuff. Pretty status quo, but we did see a huge tournament from Cam Young winning. Your boy did briefly shout that out as a winner without. Yeah, I did exclude the top five odds getters going into that, but hey, plus 3,500. Not a bad little win there if
Uh,
you put it in. If you didn't, like me, like the dumbass that I am, hopefully someone was listening and made money off that. Either way, great little tournament. Greensboro, Aaron Rye played very well. That's my guy. A lot of good things. What we're not going to do, Max, we're not going to overthink last weekend with the Wyndham, with kind of the circumstances. We're not going to carry that forward too much onto the St. Jude Classic. But we've got Scotty back. We've got a lot of the big guys back, obviously. FedEx Cup. It's the top 70 for this tournament to go to the BMW Championship next week. You got to be in the top 50 in the FedEx Cup. So you start to see, a couple guys getting weeded out. The group gets smaller, but great win.
so if you, sorry.
No, no.
So if you get top 70, but you're not in the top 50, you still go along? Oh,
Well, I think it's only
oh,
six
you're saying only the top 70
are playing this
are
weekend.
playing. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't even think it's necessarily like you have to finish in the top 50 in this tournament. It's with like the FedEx Cup
With
points
the,
are
so,
still going on. So
yeah.
even if you played really well and you didn't get
So
into
the
that,
bottom guys really got to show out.
oh yeah, oh yeah. So it'll be
Which
big.
we talked about last week. I remember that. Yeah.
And then East Lake, I think, is the championship, and I think that's 25 or 30 or something like that. I think it's 30. So lots to look forward to. But Max, we've got all the big golfers here except Rory, which I'm not gonna lie to you, I have been very, very busy this week. So I don't know what it is. I'll maybe try and do a quick Google. But other than that, everyone else is in this tournament. We have already given you guys our picks on our social media page just due to it being tomorrow. Usually we do a Tuesday night. So we have some time to post on Wednesday, but we're recording tonight. So we did post. We're just going to run through the picks and then we're going to move on to football. We're going to try and keep it short and sweet. I feel like there's only so much that, we can really get from this. But Max, what I kind of read in my betting preview and kind of things that I need to look out for, it's really going to be it's a very hard driving course, so a lot of accuracy off the tee. Greens are small, fairways are small, and putting is going to be important on that Bermuda green. So those are kind of things just to keep in mind if you don't like our picks or maybe you're listening to this and you haven't gotten some picks in, but you're going to look live on Thursday. Just a couple things to keep in mind. So driving accuracy, approaching the green, and then putting on Bermuda specifically. Max, give me one of your picks that we already shelled out, and just give the people a little spiel. We'll try and keep it sweet.
Yeah, I'll start off with Harry Hall, top 30 at minus 120. He's sitting at 44 right now for the FedEx. So, still he's not sitting pretty, but he's sitting up there. Definitely needs to show out, and he really probably needs like a T20 to feel comfortable. But, so that makes me feel like a top 30 at minus 120 is very, very steady. He's been playing some great ball. I
You
mean,
really I mean, he was part of the DP World Tour, kind of made his way, um, kind of more recently, the last probably 5, 6 tournaments, really been turning that on. So I love that pick. T30, and then just kind of let the man play. Quick note, Rory is skipping the first playoff event. Um, yeah. Yeah, so it looks like, yeah, he's skipping the first event. It's probably one of those math things where he's gonna
and
qualify for.
that's why, is that why he dropped so far down?
Yeah, I think so. And I think, yeah, so he'll drop, but he's still I'm assuming if he's skipping this week, he's still good to get his way back into the next round. Otherwise, like, what are you doing? Because
Yeah, like what?
FedEx Championship, I think you win like $25 million or something. Like Hovland won that one year, won like 25 million, which was crazy. So it's like it's gonna help you in the long run, but I'm sure he's probably like, well, Scotty's already kind of running away with it. I don't think they're doing the strokes thing that they did in the past, where you get, if you're Scotty and you're winning, you start with -10 in the last tournament, and everyone else gets staggered. I don't really like that, so I don't think that matters as much. That's probably why he's sitting. So maybe exposes maybe a little loophole in the group, but yeah. So that's for Rory. Love your Harry Hall pick. One that I went with, I'm gonna give four. But one is just a round one, not really relative. So I'll just do it now. It's just Scotty, round one, top 10, plus 115. Guy's gonna turn it on. Just plus money. It's just a 1 day pick, so I really like that. You obviously could do like top five and get better odds, but that 10 hook just feels right. I could see him being like T7, and then we're not worried about stuff there. But as for kind of main picks for the weekend, Corey Connors top Canadian at plus 150. When I wrote it down, it was 175, so it's dropping down to 150 already. And
Mhm.
so, it's Nick Taylor, it's Hadwin, it's Taylor Pendrith. So, good Canadian golfers, but Corey Connors has been really good off the tee, and just really his time to shine there. So yeah, give me Connors on that top Canadian.
I like that a lot. Connors was a guy that I was eyeing for, I think, a T20, maybe it was a T30, but
Yep.
I think T20, I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it was like plus 105 or something, plus 110,
Yeah.
including ties. So yeah, I really like that. Talk to me about your next pick, your T20, Max.
My T20, and I wanted to do including ties, and maybe I will just because my next pick maybe is a little juicy. Including ties, it was minus 140, but without ties, it's minus 115. That's good old JT.
Yep.
He's had his up and downs this year, but he's sitting fourth right now at the
Yep.
FedEx. I mean, you could argue that he might slow down or something, maybe not take it as serious, but I think he's gonna kind of come out and show out and easily stay above there.
I mean, they're playing for 25 million now. Like that's
Yeah.
I mean, obviously this weekend, but long term. So yeah, I like that. He's been quietly solid, which is
Yeah,
kind of
I'll
funny.
say up and downs. He's really only had like two like missed cuts, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I think in most of the big tournaments he's played well. I think US Open did not play as well, but I think that was the only one where really didn't pan out. He's been doing that backdoor shit too. I feel like he hasn't been like starting well, and then all of a sudden he's like rising up the leaderboards as Saturday, late Saturday, Sunday, and you're just like, oh, I didn't realize we got some citrus.
No, I was just yeah. Well, it wasn't focusing, but trying to get a little sponsor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We need it. We need it. Um, so
Zing.
I like JT T20. Let's see. My next one, I just wrote down. Speaking of T20s, a guy who's won this tournament before. He's actually had a couple good rounds, good tournaments this year. Played pretty well at Royal Portrush, and the U.S. Open. Like I said, he's won it. Has great driving accuracy. Knows the course. Lucas Glover, T20 plus 175, including ties. I think he's just course is a very good fit for him. When you look at data golf, he's one of the top five guys in terms of strokes gained. So yeah, going with Lucas Glover, 11th in driving accuracy on the tour. So I think that's going to be big.
I like it.
And I love your pick you're about to announce, Max. When you sent me over your picks, that might be one that I will be playing as well.
I
So,
sent you one. I,
huh?
sent, I forgot I sent you them because we were
Yeah.
just.
Yep. No, so I really like this next one. So tell me about why you're going the way you're going.
Yeah, I mean, this is another stud, and I meant to mention it with JT, a possible Ryder Cup team opponent for Team USA and JT. I think this guy is a definite Ryder Cup teammate. Russell Henley, dude, he just something about that man. And
Mm.
I got all right, I'll finish my bet. My bet is Russell Henley top 10, no ties, or like without ties, can't do that. But it's plus 230. There's just something about that man, and he just gets hot and he gets rolling. I absolutely love it. He's third right now, dude. He's really scratching at Scotty. If he can win this just straight out, which I don't know if you have it up. I don't have it up right now. Ew, I just touched something.
Winner without Scotty or with Scotty?
Yeah. Stop, Hester. Just win straight up. Yeah, with Scotty. Um,
Plus
dude,
three.
3,000. I like that. But that would be a huge jump. He's a guy that I think is going to be fucking trying to get that 25 mil, as you've been saying, or whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
And because he's right there.
Yeah. And you made a good point on the Ryder Cup. His with winner without Scotty is plus 2,200. So obviously not plus 3,000, but just if you want that Scotty hedge, plus 2,200 for minus Scotty. I really like that. I might sprinkle that too, to be honest with you. Could see him kind of backdooring, not even backdooring. He's going to be up there. It's just going to be chasing Scotty. So I really like Russell Henley there. 10 top 10 including ties you said was plus 190, right? You're saying fuck them ties.
Well, I don't think they do it for top tens. But yeah, just top 10. So it has to be, wait, pretty much has to be like only top 10 guy or better, plus 230.
Yeah. I think it's definitely doable.
I think you get top five.
I think he's going to be very consistent. So I like that. I like all of that. Um, yeah. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna be.
a lot.
I'd say in terms of like those top guys, Henley, Ben Griffin, and Aaron Rye are ones that I've been kind of eyeing. In like the winner one in my last pick, one I really like is a T30, no ties, but guy who's really good off the tee. He's had a couple good tournaments this year, but really good off the tee, good approach game, decent putting. But give me Kevin Yu
Ooh.
plus 115 for T30. He's been playing good golf. He's been up there in driving accuracy. He's up there in strokes gained on approaching greens. Putt's pretty decent on Bermuda. T30, I'm not asking for anything crazy. There's only 70 guys, so he's just got to kind of finish in that top half and not kind of get on the ties on like a 35 to, it could be could be T29 or T35, something like that. So
Right.
I'm a little scared for that, but I could see him being like T21, maybe even a T15. Um, and I would say he's also in terms, I didn't make any picks, but in terms of my first round leader that I usually do, he's one that I'm definitely eyeing. I'm like a T10 or something like that. So let me pull that up real quick.
Yeah,
But
he's hitting at 66 too, so he's definitely got to make a good push.
oh yeah. Um, plus 500 for a top 10 round one. So something
Damn.
to, yeah, I don't hate that. Uh, I wonder if I can do Scotty and Kevin Yu, which would be pretty nuts, but yeah, I can't parlay those. Didn't think so. That's okay. Scotty will be my hedge, and Kevin Yu will be my sprinkle. So
Yeah,
gotta have some for round one.
perfect.
Sweet. Anything else on St. Jude's?
That's all I got, brother.
Sweet. All right. We go from the course
From the
to the
Bermuda.
football gridiron. We've got the Big 10. Going to be a very intriguing conference, Max. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this all pans out. Obviously, Ohio State defending champions. They lose a lot of guys on defense. Obviously, lost Will Howard, but Max
And Judkis.
and Judkins and Trevion Henderson. Um,
Oh, he did go. Yeah.
I'm
But they
on
got CJ Donaldson, you fucking assholes.
James Peoples is back. Jeremiah Smith is back. Carnell Tate's back. Yeah, they lost Egbuka, but they're just, it's Ohio State. They reload, and Ryan Day, Chip Kelly, the whole squad's back. Um, Max, tell me why Ohio State may not win the Big Ten this year, or are they?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if I really can. Um, like Oregon, they lost Dylan Gabriel. I think they pretty much have everyone else. I don't know who's coming in to take QB spot. Um, but I mean, Ohio State kind of looks like they're running shit right now. I've seen a lot, and this is mostly because my friend is a fucking USC fan, but been hearing a lot of USC chirp and how they might be a little dark horse coming in. Um, but right now, I'm looking at Ohio State plus 190 to win the Big Ten. I mean, well, this is the Big Ten game, like championship game winner, so they got to get there. It's not just like
Yeah.
regular season champs, whatever. But still, plus 190 for them to win the championship game. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Honestly, I was looking at it and I know they're getting a new QB. They're kind of still deciding between Julian Sayin and it's like life left Conder or something like that. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but it's what I'm reading. It's going to be Julian Sayin, sophomore. He's very highly touted. Was originally committed to Bama and then transferred, but I was just looking it up. Dante Moore from UCLA is the new Oregon QB. He was decent as a freshman, redshirt, and then, or as a freshman, then transferred, sat last year at Oregon, and then he's going to be back. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But if you look at Southern Cal, you've got Jaden Mayava, who was the UNLV transfer. You've got Dylan Jebbia from Hawaii / North Texas. So guys already transferred twice. But I don't know. They'll lose Miller Moss, who played well last year for them. Interested to see how USC reloads with Lincoln Riley. But Max, I got a really hot, maybe not hot take, but slightly biased with a hot take. I think, regardless of all the guys returning, Penn State will not replicate what they do.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Drew Aller's a bum. Uh,
I agree with. Yeah, I'll let you finish. Sorry, keep going.
but I think their run game is going to be good. Defense is still going to be good. I think Penn State's going to lose to Oregon. I don't think they play Ohio State in the regular season. So that's kind of their saving grace. I wouldn't be surprised if Michigan can handle them. So, I don't know, man. I just like after watching Penn State last year, played a pretty easy Big 10 schedule, I would say for the most part. They played well against Oregon in a shootout, and then you had the Ohio State game where they hung in there, but they were not looking good. And then you get an easy game with Boise State, and then you come in and you play Notre Dame, and you know I don't know, man. I don't like the way Penn State's looking. I think everyone's gonna hype them up this year. I think they're gonna beat everyone they're supposed to beat. But those
Okay.
tight games with Oregon, Ohio State, maybe even Michigan, I don't trust them, man. And so that's like my big fade.
10.5 wins under. So
Yep, I do think that.
minus 135.
Yeah. Not that that's obviously the sexiest of picks, but I just don't think I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in Drew Aller. They've got, the offense, I guess had some conversations with people. The offense isn't, extremely conducive to his passing. But watching that Notre Dame game, I mean, missed a ton of throws. They had that game in the bag for a little bit and then threw a pick. I don't know. I think that with James Franklin and I feel like last year was kind of their peak. Um, and yeah, they played Nevada, FIU, Villanova to start, but then you go to Oregon on September 27th. Uh,
Mhm.
and then yeah, okay, so they do have Ohio State at Ohio State. So yeah, I mean, yes, they have Ohio State and Oregon, UCLA, Northwestern, Iowa. I mean, even Indiana on November 8th. The only reason that they're going to win is because they're at home and they'll probably do the whiteout for Oregon, but if they do anything for Indiana, that's going to be a big game. Wouldn't be surprised if Indiana comes in there and beats them up a little bit. So that's who I'm fading. I'm not touching Oregon
I
because,
got them at 9 wins. You're right.
yeah. So I don't
Um,
know.
well, two are questionable, but two are definite. Dude, I just one note on Penn State that I wanted to touch is this Kobe Howard kid looks unreal. Like
What?
he's wide receiver coming in to this year. I think he's a true freshman, I believe. Um, absolute nuts from Florida. He's fucking I don't even know, like almost like Justin Jefferson. Like his footwork's crazy, but he's so fucking quick. And
Okay.
it's like training camp footage and stuff, but like still, like you can just tell it's just like he's gonna be his fucking stud. And that's a guy that Drew I was just gonna dish on a slant and he's gonna go for 40 yards and do it himself. So that's what I'm kind of scared about. But overall, I think you're right. I don't think they have as great of a year. 'Cause they do I mean, they got Oregon and Ohio State, Indiana, like you mentioned. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and I feel like Oregon, I don't know well enough, and you never know. Like they get a new transfer QB and they could score 70 points a game, or they
And
are.
Landon is
Yeah.
the coach.
So it's like I know Ohio State's gonna be good. I I think Oregon's gonna be good, but I don't know 100%, and I just don't trust Penn State. So it's like one of those is gonna be wrong, obviously, but. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think the defense is solid, but they lose Abdul Carter and Max in terms of like defensive players that noticeably make a difference. In the last 5 years of watching college football, he's probably one, one. Yeah, there's probably a couple guys I'm missing, but um, yeah, I mean, dude, he was all over the place at Notre Dame. I feel like if they didn't have Abdul Carter and they just had like half of, even like 75% of an Abdul Carter in that role, they would have smoked them. There's so many times where Abdul Carter either stuffed the run, read a screen pass, covered a guy on a short route, and was able to stop him. So yeah, I'm kind of fading Penn State there. So right now, I guess in terms of picks that I have, we both agree on Ohio State winning the Big 10. I do have Ohio State over 10.5 wins at plus 120. I think that kind of just goes with what we said. I feel like you gotta win 11 games to get to that. So, are you in line with that too?
So say that again. I
Ohio
pretty
State
much
over 10.5.
flip off the couch. Ohio State.
Over
uh,
10.5 wins.
so that's what I'm looking at. You think they're gonna beat Texas and Michigan? I think they beat everyone else, but
I mean, even if they lose to Texas, that's still 11-1, right?
no, am I tripping? So one, two, three, six, seven. I guess you're right. So they can only afford one win or one loss.
Yeah. And they might lose to Texas. I don't know, man. I don't know anything. I don't know how Texas is gonna look either. Lost
Or
awesome guys. I think they'll be good, but it's week one. So if I'm going, that's
right.
almost more of a do I go with Steve Sarkisian or do I go with Ryan Day and Chip Kelly? Probably gonna go with Ryan Day, Chip Kelly. And who's that one guy that's gonna probably win the Heisman?
Yeah, the one guy that was the reason Notre Dame lost.
Yeah, the guy who lives rent free in my head forever
Yeah.
now.
The guy that I hate for no reason, who's only 18 years old, and I want to fucking punch.
The guy who ran a fake jet sweep and then ran back to the same side, caught a screen pass, and there wasn't anyone within 100 yards just because they bit so hard on that shit. Yeah, fucking Jeremiah Smith gonna win the Heisman.
Yep. What was that? I think it's like plus 180.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Uh, well, actually, Nate sent me it the other day. Forgot to respond. I know he doesn't even listen, but oh, I'm stupid. Saw his other bet was plus 180 that he sent. Plus 1,000.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I
That's
might.
on like bet 365 or whatever.
Yeah, I might have to go. I might have to go down to North Carolina or when I'm at the lake before the weekend, before the season starts. I might have to.
I'll be down there this weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a couple cold ones on that bad boy. I like that a lot.
Oh yeah, we can't do that here. That's right.
Yeah, yeah. So, gotta find other avenues. Max,
Fuck Virginia.
I know, I'm fucking Virginia. One thing, Max, I did want to bring up. I know we both agreed on Ohio State. I've got two potential bets I like for the finalists in the Big Ten championship. So, who's Ohio State going to play? They're minus 150 to make the championship game, plus 190 to win the championship game. Uh,
Right.
I like Oregon to make the Big Ten championship game at plus 140 over Ohio State. And one I like as my sleeper. Obviously, if you know I went to JMU, you obviously know Max. I am quite the Kurt Signetti fan. Think he's a great coach. Indiana plus 900 to make the championship game. Doesn't have to win. Just gotta maybe upset like Penn State, who then loses to Oregon. So then Penn State's got two losses. Maybe Oregon slips up. Um, I'd still, if I'm gonna pick one or the other, I'm gonna take Oregon, but that's obviously plus 140, plus 900 for Indiana. Just to make the championship game. You never know. QB goes down, things like that can happen. I do like Indiana's roster this year. They got transfer Roman Hemby from Maryland, who's a good running back. They got Mendoza from Cal. Surratt from JMU and plenty of other transfers. So just a little sprinkly dinkly there.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Any other plays that you like? Because I got one more win total uh, that I'm fading the squad. Other than that,
No, I think I'm gonna favor this squad. I do was yeah, so I do have one more, and it's gonna be Wisconsin over 5.5
okay,
wins plus 140.
okay,
This is for cousin B and just in general. I mean, dude, I think I think they can get 6 wins.
yep. I like that because I'm glad you said that because I got Michigan State under 5.5 wins.
I like that.
Yeah, plus 115. I was looking at their squad. Yeah, I could see them dropping to Western Michigan, but basically they're gonna lose most of their Big 10 games and then see like what's going on. But this is the same QB that was for Michigan State, Aiden Childs. I think he's still there. And he was like, "We're going to be one of the best offensive powerhouses in football. You guys wait." They dropped a 13 burger on fucking like Ohio U or some shit. So Michigan State fading them. I don't
Michigan
know.
State was 3-6 in the Big 10 last year and only had 5 wins.
Yeah. And the only ones I can see that I think they play Purdue, which should be a win, but I mean, honestly, Purdue might be scrappy. And then they play like Western Michigan, like Kenneth. Their first three games they should have no problem winning, but um, just one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. I just don't.
Oh, I love that.
Yep. So that's my last wins.
In March, it ain't Michigan State time.
No, it is not. It's not January, February is a so yeah, I like Michigan State there. Well, I don't like them. I like fade.
I like to fade them.
Yeah, so that's my other one. Yeah,
Oh,
that's just about
oh.
insane. So, yep.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. Well, I like that. Next week we will probably get into the SEC because I can't even. I guess AAC will be the last one, or not, or just do that. Yeah, ACC, Big 10, Big 12. Yeah. Um, yeah. So I like that. A lot of good stuff. We'll make a little post. We already talked about it, but we'll make a little post for our college and NFL like futures before the season starts, just so that you guys can say, well, you didn't post it or you didn't. We post it in the podcast every week. We're going to post it online. So we're giving you two chances. You know, first time, fool me once. Second time, fool me again. We ain't getting fooled the third time, I think. I think
I
that's
might get bored a third time if I'm drunk.
yeah, maybe we'll see. Well, we'll get there.
Don't get me drunk, I won't get fooled.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good that's a good motto. If I don't get drunk, I won't get fooled. Can't get fooled. Can't get
Yeah,
fooled again.
yeah,
Uh, this makes me
exactly.
want to go downstairs and play NCAA football. I might have a late night tonight.
Backyard baseball.
Oh yeah, yeah, well, backyard baseball. So fuck yeah, dude.
Mm.
Getting more and more excited for football. I feel like it's just getting closer and closer. Obviously, that's how time works. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that. I think we've got some good picks. So, both on Ohio State, both on Jeremiah Smith, both on Ohio State win total. Max has Wisconsin over 5.5 wins. I've got Michigan State under 5.5 wins, and a little sprinkly dinkly on Indiana to make the championship game. So I think we're in good shape for the Big Ten. Um,
Fuck the Big
one last thing. I'll just bring it up because it's the one team we haven't really talked about, and I feel like there could be some slight disrespect. But what are you thinking with Bryce Underwood and this Michigan Wolverines team? Like I feel like they're going to be scrappy, but I'm not confident enough to say that they're going to be with Penn State, Oregon, and Ohio State at the end of the year. Like I would take Indiana over them.
No, like that's the thing. They might be. That's the one thing I'm scared about. Like they might beat Ohio State and fuck them over again. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Um, but I think they lost two defensive guys, right? Two key defensive guys.
yeah,
Hmm. But I know they have a next man up. Like they are a very solid team, but I think they're more of like a 9-win, 8-win team.
yeah,
I'd say seven at the least, but I think they get 8 or 9.
yeah, yeah. 10. They're gonna have a couple heartbreaking losses. I feel like that are
Yeah.
just like, that's just younger, less experienced, stuff like that. I mean, they're gonna have the talent, no doubt, but I also feel like they're slowly like losing hardball guy. I feel like it's slowly, not that it's like gonna go away, but is what it is. Only
Right.
Portnoy's money can do so much. Him and Larry Ellison. They might be rich, but you gotta have a coach too. So
Exactly.
All right. Well, we go from the Midwest to the NFC West. Not our best pairing, but we got to do it. We'll do NFC South and the SEC next week. This is just kind of the two motley crews that we got. Max, I'm excited about this NFC West. Everyone's saying it's a three-headed monster of a race, leaving behind Seattle. Don't know. I think San Fran, it's one of those years where it's more exciting because San Fran had a little bit of a down year. A lot of injuries, some guys moving around, a lot of things to look at there. But I mean, we can go through some picks. Maybe just start with who you like for your division winner if you're going to pick one.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna go with the Rams at plus 195.
Yep. I
Uh,
don't like that word.
low key, and then low key Cardinals at plus 450. Like
Ooh, okay.
they could just snap, dude. What if that offense just gets going and they average like 38, 35 a game?
They need it, man.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
could.
Defense has been pretty average, but you got some good guys. And I feel like they haven't fully found their groove with Trey McBride and the wide receivers just yet.
No, and they still have James Conner. Yeah, dude, they could do, and they still have Marquise Brown. Oh wait, never mind. Stupid. Pull it back.
Is it Chiefs?
No, he's at Ravens, right? Or did he go from Ravens to Cardinals? No, he went from Cardinals to Ravens.
And then I think you went to the Chiefs, I thought.
He might have.
Yep. Yeah, Chiefs.
Yeah, never mind.
They like picked him up randomly last year. But you're right, yeah, Cardinals and then Ravens. Yep.
Yeah, so but yeah, no, I think Rams low key.
Yep. I love it. I don't like that we're in agreement on both of our champions for this Ohio State LA Rams, but I love the Rams. I think with Devontae Adams and Puka, they're gonna be fun to watch. Kieran Williams. Stafford's gonna have to do something, but he's not gonna have to do a ton as long as that offensive line stays healthy. And you know the defense will be good. They're young.
But yeah, Jared Verse and his buddy.
Braden
Fuck. Yeah, Braden Fitz. Yeah. So they're good. Ah, they'll be fun. Like they're such a iffy team. Like they're a team to not bet on, but just like they're fun to watch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're gonna be entertaining.
Yeah.
I like that. I was looking, so one of the props, not it made honorable mention, but one prop I really like is Jared Verse, 10 sacks. It's minus 120, so it's a little juicy, but I really like Jared Verse and that defense to kind of take that next step this year.
Yeah. No, I like that. That's who I wanted the Bears to get.
Yeah, no, I mean, shit would have been nice, dude. He's absolute stud. But yeah. All right. So away around winners, we've got that. So we're in agreement there. I'm gonna assume then, based on win totals and your recent banter, Cardinals over 8.5 wins, minus 115.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
yeah. That was one I was looking at.
I
Uh,
haven't really even looked at their schedule, but I think 2 wins against Seattle. I don't think, dude, I think it's gonna be Rams Cardinals up top. I really don't think the Niners are gonna be able to do much.
yeah, I mean losing Debo's big. Brandon Ayuk's like still kind of banged up. Not really sure what his deal is.
CMC's fucking gonna be hurt. Like he's at
Kittle, same thing.
CMC's there at 10. Like in my fantasy draft, I don't think I'm touching him. Like that's how like he doesn't play. Like
It's so frustrating. Him and Kittle, man, they're both
yeah,
like when they
Kittle.
play, they're averaging 30 points a game. But then the second that you need them to get a big day, they're just like, nah, I'm just gonna tear my hamstring.
I left the heating pad on too long. I burned my ankle.
Yeah. Dude, it's ridiculous. It really is insane how hurt they are. And Shanahan just finds a way. He plays like six different running
He does.
backs.
I mean, he does always figure it out, but it would be a time where they get like 8 wins, but Cardinals get 10 and Rams get 11, something like that.
I mean, that whole squad's getting up there in age, to be honest with you. I mean, Trent Williams, like Fred Warren, like
Stafford, I mean,
all really good, just older.
Stafford's a big hit away from being out for like 6 games.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. Yeah. I'm interested to see how Puka and Devontae Adams like share the workload and see how that's going to be because I feel like Stafford and Devontae are going to be a really good combo. Not saying it's going to be like Rodgers and him, but I feel like Stafford when he gets guys like that that can run crazy routes and he's just like, "Hey, I'm going to put the ball right here.
I was just kind of just toss it.
I'm going to trust that you're going to get there."
Yep,
I like that. I do like the Rams over 10.5 wins at plus 135.
yep,
Um, so I like that. Let's see. As for player props, you got any player props you like?
yeah. I'll go real quick because it's the guy that you just mentioned. Puka, his receiving yards is 1,200 and a half at minus 110. I like that over. I think he can get it, especially, like Devontae's going to take a little from him, of course, but he's also going to take that pressure away from him. So he's going to be open a little more. And I also absolutely love, and this isn't in our range, but minus 150 for over 5.5 tutties. You can like somehow get an alt to like even like 7.5, dude. Like
Yeah.
his 5.5, he needs 6 tutties at minus 150. Like he gets like two in a game 3 times a year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there it is. Bam.
I like that a lot. And you said 1,200.5 was what for the over under
Minus 110.
for
And
DA?
for Puka.
Oh, for Puka, sorry. Yeah, yeah. No, I like that. I actually wrote down plus 105 for 1,250. So if you can take 49 more yards, you can get that
Okay.
plus one
Yeah.
hundred five. Yeah, no, I really like that. I think like Devontae's gonna be definitely taking some of that, but I totally agree with everything you just said. So I will also add to that tandem Stafford 4K passing plus 145. Feel like if you have Devontae Adams and a screener and Williams, and then you have Puka Nakua, I think tight end is still what's it, Higbee. He,
Yep.
and it's Stafford. He's gonna find a way to pass the ball around. So yeah.
Don't they have Everett?
They might have Everett. They definitely did at one point. I don't know if they still do, but yeah, probably. I would think.
He's good tight end too. But
Yep. Yeah, no, I like it. I think that you're gonna be slinging the ball around. It's gonna be easy to do that. So I really like that one. And then the other one I'll add. Speaking of 1,250 yards, not many tight ends hit that. But Max, to your point earlier, Trey McBride, Kyler Murray. Last year started finding most of their groove. Full season with this groove, bro.
yeah, dude.
I could see McBride getting 100 catches or more, and I would hope that if he has 100 or more catches, he can get 1,250. But we'll see. It's plus 450, so a little juicy. But if we're looking at, say we're doing Puka, 1,200 yards, Devontae 1,000, and McBride like 1,200 or something. Like we're talking about a mean, nasty parlay to win a couple G's.
Oh yeah. And if I can,
Yeah,
I
you can.
did. If I can't, I will just for this topic, not for anything else. Um, Piggyback on Marvin Harrison Jr. Well, piggyback on the Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. over 975.5 yards is plus 110. I absolutely love that. I mean, he's going to be giving love to both of them nonstop. And to piggyback on top of that, his touchdowns is 6.5 minus 130.
Okay. Okay.
I think this could be like this should be and could be the breakout year for Marvin. I think, year three coming in, right? Yeah, year three.
Yep.
They finally get their groove. Kyler, I don't know, he gets all that hate about Call of Duty and all that shit. I'm sure it gets to him. Maybe they just come out and fucking. That's what I'm thinking about. And then they have James Conner in the back. Like I think this Cardinals offense could be really fucking scary,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they could just all of them. Like even James Conner could have like 2,000 all-purpose yards. Like who fucking knows?
Dude, they loved them some screen passes to Connor and just some little floaters, and he's just
Yeah.
running. I mean, dude, he's crazy because like you think of Connor like tough Pittsburgh running back, tackle breaker, went through, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So like I feel like initially I'm like, okay, like shorter, like stockier guy. When you see him on the field, he's like he looks like Derrick Henry to a certain extent. Not as big, but like that tall,
Yeah.
like lankiness. When he's running around, you're like, oh
Especially
shit.
like yeah, how he runs. He kind of almost runs straight up like Le'Veon. Like he kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
runs like that, but also is fucking solid. Yeah.
No, it's crazy because he gets the ball and it's just like boom, boom, okay, boom. And also, I just pulled up the depth chart. I keep forgetting they had Paris Johnson, who was a rookie last year, so he's in year two at the left tackle from Ohio State. You got Jonah Williams on the right. Offensive line starting to come together. Um, Michael Wilson for them last year played pretty well at wide receiver. So, and you got Trey Benson, who was a younger running back starting to make his kind of, dent in the play time. But yeah, I like that a lot. I was trying to find the last play I have is Kieran Williams minus 115 for 1,000 rushing yards.
Hmm.
Feel like I know we just talked about a bunch of Rams passing offense and stuff, but I still think with all that considered, Kieran Williams can still get 1,000 rushing yards. He's going to get plenty of carries. Um, I'm excited to see that too. Shout out Notre Dame.
Oh yeah. Obviously, no bias involved.
No, no, 1,000 though. I feel like that's very reasonable. Like I'm not asking Kieran Williams to move
I
mountains,
want to say he had, and granted, I think he was sharing it with whatever. It wasn't Cam because Cam was already gone. I don't know, but he was kind of splitting it, and I'm pretty sure he had like 970 last year.
which is crazy because I feel like he had a ton of like points in fantasy and like touchdowns and shit. So
Was because he would do like the little dish screens. And
yeah,
maybe I'm wrong, and he might have broke 1,000. I feel like I'm kind of almost getting deja vu where
he might
he,
have done it the year before for sure, and then maybe last
yeah.
year was close. I mean, they're projecting him to have about 1,100, 1,200 yards rushing, 213 receiving, and like 12 touchdowns. So um, I don't know if we can get his pulled up, his touchdown odds pulled up quick enough. But yeah, I mean, a lot of good props, a lot of good offense in this
Oh
division.
yeah. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to
He
that.
absolutely destroyed it. Rookie year 1144, last year 1299.
Yeah,
I
so,
don't
yeah.
know what I was thinking.
Well, he was like kind of quiet towards the end because he was banged up a bit. Um, but his ten plus rushing touchdowns this year is minus 150, which is insane.
That is wild.
And then he's plus 150 for 12 touchdowns rushing. I hate that they don't do a combined touchdown prop. That's how they get you. That's how they get you.
How those fuckers get you.
All right. Anything else on the NFC West, or you want to give us a nice little UFC weekend preview? And Maybe we got someone else to shout out. Might not be UFC Octagon, but might be in a Octagon come this weekend.
Yeah, dude. I think it might be on UFC Pass. Um,
Oh, sweet. Fuck
I
yeah.
know no one on here would have that. I don't even have that. But still, I think it's on there. Shout out my buddy Campbell Dunn. He's going to fight in the APFC Richmond. I think it's like APFC 15 or something
That
like
sounds
that at the convention center this Sunday. Me and my dad will be going to that, of course. Get to little side note, I get to meet Dustin Poirier, which will be
fuck yeah.
awesome. He's a little guest going there, but huge showcase for Campbell. He's gonna absolutely crush it. I mean, seeing him, this will be the third time seeing him. Um, but he's only lost one fight, and this is his pro debut as well. So great for him. I think his fighter is very, very, very solid. So it's a good test for him. I know he's gonna crush it. I know he's not listening to this. He's out there training and stuff. But shout out to him. He's a fucking monster. Doing this in front of Dustin and Anthony. He did it in front of Anthony last year, choking out the guy in the first round. So I think doing this would be a big step for him. I would give him probably minus 150 odds of winning because he's that dude. But it's a big fight. So very excited. I really can't wait. Can't wait to see this man just destroy the octagon once again. He's an absolute animal.
Well, and I was looking at the card. I think he's like one of the last fights. I don't think he's like the last event, but I think he's like second or third to last. Um, so I'm
Yeah,
just yeah.
yeah.
So
So of course we'll see a bunch of great fights. You never know who you're gonna see. I mean, saw Bo Nickel that one time. Um, that the same card, or not same card, but same fight night that Campbell was there. So some of these guys you never know. Like you could further down the road, you'll be like, hey, I'm pretty sure I saw that guy in Richmond. That's
okay, Bo Nickel. Yeah.
exactly. So really cool. I mean, watch people beat the shit out of each other, get to run into my old coaches. But I'm bad rambling on. That would be great if you're in Richmond, you're hearing this, get out there. You want to see people beat the shit out of each other. Tickets aren't too cheap, but aren't too expensive. I think there's standing for like 70. You can do like general admission. So on to UFC. Really don't have much. I'll make it short and sweet and quick and um really only have Urseg. I think he can win by knockout or submission. His money line is minus 600, so I can only imagine that if you do double chance that it is going to be around 350. Um, so I would probably look into like an under 1.5 or something. I think you can just dog walk this guy. Urseg has been kind of swept under the rug a little bit after his loss to I had it on the top of my head. Well, three straight losses. um, but I think he's still a great fighter. I think he can get the job done.
Okay.
Why is minus 600? This isn't really a great card. It's going to be a great card to watch, but not a great card to bet on.
Yeah. I mean, everything's pretty juiced one way or the other. I mean, like you could like parlay like most of them and still barely be plus money if you just did all the winners, you know?
Right.
It's like minus 400, 700.
Well, we'll say for the main card, I don't hate Doladize plus 270.
Okay, I like that. Good. We need to, I mean, there's got to be some kind of dog action in there. You know it's going to happen with this kind of card. But they're being such big favorites. It's got
Yeah,
someone's got to do it.
just like knock him out one shot.
Okay. I like that.
That's about it. Yeah, dude. Shout out Campbell Dunn. He's a fucking hoss.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a great matchup. Um, like it was the still on the main card, so looking forward to that. Gotta find a way to
Yeah,
watch
you
that.
probably watch on YouTube as well. I think they live stream it on YouTube.
Yeah,
APFC,
love it.
Pettis fight conference or competition or club. I don't know. I don't know what C stands for.
Me neither, man. I don't know. I don't know. But it'll be a good fight. You're gonna meet Dustin Poirier, watch your buddy kick some ass. It's a good little Sunday fight card. Um, if I'm back in town, I'll try and go, but my dad already texted me, so I'm just like,
Oh yeah, it would be like kind of we get yeah. Well, we're
we'll
leaving
get
the
back.
kind of early Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we'd have to. So I'll just play by ear, but I probably don't know if I'll be able to make it. If not, I'll probably just be a vegetable on the couch and watch.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Okay. Sweet deal. Anything else on the weekend? I was looking through. I mean, it's really about it right here. You've got the Nexo Championship, which is like DP World Tour. I was like, the only guy like is Marco Penge.
Yeah.
Played well a couple weekends ago, but other than that, it's really everyone just getting ready. Alex Fitzpatrick, like mostly DP World Tour. So we've got some footy starting next week, so maybe we'll do a little week one preview. But yeah, we'll come at you with the SEC and the NFC South preview. All we'll have left after that is just four NFL divisions, and then we are in football season every single week. Just the boys, just the picks. That's it. Just football, and I cannot fucking wait, dude. I'm so excited. But yeah, let's have ourselves a good little weekend, have fun at the lake, both going to different lakes this time, but we'll have ourselves a good little weekend. And hopefully we got some winners to come home with on Sunday.
Damn straight.
Sweet. Well, thanks everyone for listening. Let's have a good week.
Thanks, guys.